I'm scarred for life, but I'm set for life, and I'm set for life, but I'm scarred for life. And I'm coming at you. I'm fucking crazy. I'm fucking psycho, fucking insane. That's the fucking chorus right there.
You nailed it,
That is
Dave.
good.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it, and you visually transformed into fucking Joe Rogan.
You did.
You fucking,
Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
you did. You visually transformed
That's
into Joe Rogan. It was amazing.
Big room, you're watching the big room live on Twitch. You're the big room. You're watching the big room live on Twitch. Yeah.
Hey-ho!
Hee-hee-hoo.
The visual impersonation of the King ad hoc, captured forever.
Captured
Yeah.
forever. The transformative stylings
Of
of
one.
the thing ad hoc.
Yeah,
Hey everybody, welcome to another Wednesday of your life and your attempt to make it better by being in the big room.
yeah.
Good luck with that,
Good luck
because
with that. We ain't making any guarantees.
no guarantees, but I support you and your efforts to making your life a little more better.
100%.
Yeah, and transformative. You've seen what it did to the ad hoc. It's like watching Bruce Banner transform.
Right. He turned into a
Beginning of every episode.
multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire, peyote addicted, Joe Rogan.
Yes.
That's
Like that. That could be you.
That could be you right there.
That could be you.
It doesn't have to be
If you're
Joe
lucky.
Rogan. It doesn't have to be Joe Rogan. I
Could
mean,
be.
it probably reminded me.
You'd be better off as Joe Rogan. I've seen you.
Yeah, I've seen him. You'd make a much better. You'd make a much better Joe Rogan than Joe Rogan.
So what's shaking? How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. I'm doing pretty well. Had a pretty busy work week with good stuff. You know, getting tasked to do a little more like creating stuff. You know, like creating business
Oh,
services and stuff. But
war
it's,
machine.
yeah, you know, much more. Yeah, it just a lot more. Not so much. Not as much monkey work. You know.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Not as much of the, hey, do this and click that and move that over there.
Yeah.
Oh, and then go pull these numbers and add them up for me. Yeah, because you're good at adding, aren't you? Yes, I am. I got
It's a good monkey. That's a good robot.
Yeah. But other than but you know, starting to be able to get to do more. Hey, have any ideas? As a matter of fact, I do. Okay, create them. Put them onto a spreadsheet for us.
We have the ideas.
Yeah. Not quite the same
Did
as
you tell
creating
them
a
that?
story. You know, or writing a story, which I have a new one. I have a new story.
Will you share it with us tonight?
Yeah, Steve Alhawk's actually well. Are we
All
not?
right.
Do we know if he's telling
The
up?
person. He's the person who initiated asking if we were going to be together. So
Right, yeah.
maybe.
I thought
So
that
we'll
was.
see. Probably not.
We'll give him some time.
Tee-hee-hoo. Tee-hee-hoo. I'm trying to get it so I don't have a major glare on my glasses. But
Oh, I see. I
you guys, you humans know I have eyeballs behind these glasses. We am human. We am human.
There's a show called, I think I've mentioned it to you in the
Good.
past.
Now I could stop staring at mine.
There was a show that used to be on the Sci-Fi Network called The Magicians.
Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes.
Yeah, I love it. I love the whole show. It's a great show.
Is it?
Yeah,
I should go back to it.
it may be. It's not necessarily. It goes dark. I mean, it goes way.
But it was kids though. What like
Oh,
20
yeah.
somethings.
Yeah, but it goes dark. I mean, fucking rape and I mean just bad. You know, but they address it and it's really and yeah, it's still works an odd humor into it. They have one or two really great two musical episodes. The entire thing is sung like a musical, and
They
it's
pull a
fantastic.
Xena.
They totally pull it off. But I really enjoyed it. But anyway, why did I start talking about that?
I remember one of your stories dealing with a school of magicians
Yeah,
and that universe stopping.
yeah, that
that
wasn't
the singularity coming. But I know, but that's what reminded. That's how I realized you watched The Magicians.
Why did I bring up magicians just now?
What
were you saying? I said a thing. I said ad hoc. You said da da da. Whatever the hell else was.
We Are Am Human. You can see our eyes.
Oh, that's it. That was exactly the main actor. Well, it's an ensemble cast. There's like 5 or 6 main characters, and one of them is played by an actor whose name I don't remember. Hey, I'll ask you a question.
You don't gotta ask me. You don't gotta ask me now. I just need to.
But I want to say that one actor's name is Jason Ralph or something like that.
Jason Ralph, what a great name!
Right, and he plays the main character Quentin. His name's Quentin.
Quentin Joseph.
And back when Twitter was still a thing, I had followed him for a while, and at his profile, I was like, this guy seems like an interesting cat, and his profile write-up was, I am the actor Jason Ralph, and I am definitely a human, not an alien pretending to be a human.
It's very Dax the Destroyer.
Yeah, it was perfect, dude. It was a great. I was like, I like this guy.
Definitely.
Definitely not an alien.
Speaking of Dax the Destroyer, we just watched Guardians of the Galaxy Episode 3.
Oh yeah. Kind of creepy, right? The parts of it were kind of creepy.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. We watched it with the kids.
I didn't either.
And they were like, "Urgh." And
man.
with the face skin removal, they were like, just tell me when it's over. Nope, don't need that.
And
don't need that in my brain. Yeah.
Raccoons, Rocket's buddies. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Island of Misfit Animals.
Yeah.
I did not expect that, and I scarred my children. Children are scarred.
That's a good scar, though. That's a good scar.
That's not so bad.
That's the kind of scar that one day saves your life, because something.
Definitely. We are definitely humans. We are definitely not aliens pretending to be humans.
That is the kind of party I want to walk into.
Right?
Good. What's up, Bad Hawk?
What up, doobages?
The king and hawk, there is none higher. Sucker MC, they call him sire. Burn his kingdom, you must use fire. He won't stop rocking till he retires.
Take it, B.
Now you rock all party, you come correct.
All
cuts are on
time. And rhymes
connect. Yes.
Got the right to vote.
And will elect.
And other rappers can't stand us.
But give us respect.
Yeah, BB still got it.
I knew you knew it. I know it.
Nosy.
Nosy toesies.
And then I know that. I know the old Grandmaster Flash song.
The Message.
The Message, yeah.
And I know the LL Cool J song.
Yeah, those are the
LL.
The hilarious one with the cartoons and
Cartoon?
Woke up late one afternoon, realized I was in the world of cartoons.
Oh, jeez. I don't even know
Wow,
that one.
I don't even know that one.
He-Man threatened to beat me up because he said that I looked like a Donald Duck.
LL.
And then I got down with the Spider-Man. He told me he's going to start a comic book band. The Incredible Hulk was going to play the drums. Charlie Brown got the guitar. I started to strum. I don't remember the name.
I don't know that song at all.
My rhyme ain't done. That's the name of it. My rhyme ain't done.
But my rhyme ain't done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You think it's starting over, but my rhyme ain't done.
Then I took a trip to the center of the earth.
The earth.
Yep. That's good. That's a good one.
Earth.
What up? What do you have? Hey, what is that? What?
What
Are
you
you
drinking?
That's good.
I was sipping on the last of my tiki infused gin, and there was just a little left, so I finished that. And I opened my other sponsor,
Jenny Cream Ale.
He loves the cream
the
ale.
2 times Jenny Cream. Boom, boom.
You
2
really
nuts.
like that stuff.
2 nuts.
That was old.
I do. There's 2 nuts in a can.
That was old Uncle Dan's go-to.
Oh,
boy.
God.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that was Uncle Dan's reason why he was not an alcoholic.
Oh, because the Jenny has water in it.
That's all he drank. He didn't drink liquor.
Can't be an alcoholic on this.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Like Jenny came out.
I think it's my precious too.
See?
But this is 24 ounces in a can, 24, and they upped the price from $1 American to I think it's $1.25 pop, something like that.
That's
It's 24 ounces.
24 ounces.
that's
That's
amazing.
2 cans.
That's 2 cans. I said it's 2 nuts worth of cream.
That's
Yeah,
2 normal cans.
2 nuts. They took the
That's good
ounces
deal.
off of this.
Uh-oh.
Man, I drank something happened to me last night. I don't know what
drank
happened.
so much.
Well, I was just yesterday was such a weird day. For some reason, like I ate like vegetarian stuff, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened.
I turned into
But
the monk.
I ate a whole bag of black beans. Like I cooked up some black beans, and I like to cook them in like slow.
In
And
the
then I add
bathroom.
garlic powder, onion powder, and then it just thickens up, and it's really delicious. And I ate like a whole can of beans, and I was sitting there, and I juicy farted, shat myself.
Nice.
Honk, honk.
I was sitting there, you think you're gonna fart, and then I was like, oh my god, dude, ruined my pants.
Some people think it's funny,
Nice.
but it's really wet and runny.
It's been a long time
Diarrhea.
since I had that experience, and
Another good
it
rap
haunts
song.
you. So then
Then you got
I
drunk.
had like I don't know what happened. I had some like kind of diarrhea, something happening with me, and then I decided to drink,
Right.
and on an empty stomach. And
Beer.
boy, was I hungover all day today. It was awful.
What
Yeah,
did you-
I
what-
was
what-
like, could not
what were you
shake the
imbibing?
hangover.
What were you drinking?
So I had this 20 ounce, I guess it is, of the 2X IPA, and then I had 2 beers along with it because I like to mix those.
Mhm.
And then but I picked up a bottle of Tanqueray, and I finished. So
Okay.
I needed to finish my old gin before that. So I had like probably, I don't know, it didn't seem like that much, maybe 2 shots worth of gin, before
It's the
I
mix
drank
up
the
too.
beers. But I just think it was with the empty stomach, man. I don't know. I was walloped last night when I went to bed, and thought I'd sleep it off. Did not sleep it off. So that was a weird one.
I just a couple weeks. I've been to tea just a couple weeks ago. When we hopped on when you were elsewhere. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's a nice
And
night.
I had one of those nights about 3 weeks ago, where I don't know why or what happened. I was sitting there checking out some TV and stuff. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have more. We went out for dinner. That's what it was. We went out for dinner, and I was like, I'm gonna have a martini. And I had a martini, and it was one martini. But God, it was delicious.
Yeah, I remember this. You were Bravo.
Oh, you were there? Okay, yeah. That just happened a couple weeks ago. I just had that, and I was like, I have another one. Drank that down.
Too many martinis.
Came home. I was like, I need a Manhattan now. And then woke up.
But you think with the food, like, you had a good food base because you had pasta,
I had a good cheese lasagna thing going on, and so a lot of noodles and like 3 different kinds of cheeses and cheese lasagna. It's delicious. But man, apparently I just need it. I'm still a firm believer. Every so often, you just gotta lose yourself and fucking give in to let your brain go elsewhere and just go. All right, I'm taking the reins off. Go. Whenever Brandon Brain bucks around like a fucking bull with its nuts tied up against its stomach, kicking it inside your skull and fucking. And then you wake up.
Kicking it inside of your skull. Yeah.
And then you wake up, hopefully, in a bed that you recognize, and you're just like, "Ooh, boy, that was an evening. Where'd that come from?"
That was a hoot. That was a vacation.
Like a bull with its nuts tied up. That's a good line.
Up against the stomach.
Yeah.
Kicking like a bull with its nuts tied up.
Yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they get them angry. Isn't that fucked up?
That's how they do it. That's how they do it in the rodeo.
They constrict their testicles.
And then the bull's brain goes, something's clumping on my nuts. I'm gonna shake it off.
I gotta shake it off.
Yeah.
They don't have thumbs.
Yeah, they're trying to kick whatever that thing is that's clamped onto its nuts, crushing its nuts.
An ancient predator used to clamp onto its nuts, and the only way he could get it off.
Someone figured that out. So I mean, some humans figured. At one point, humans were like, "Oh man, that's a bull. Careful, that thing's dangerous." And then we fucking turned it into a thing that we got it, and we said, "That bull ain't dangerous enough anymore. How can we make this fun again?" I know. Stick one of our younger men on his back.
Well, actually, in Greece, they would flip over it. They would run and do acrobats.
Oh yeah,
acrobatics over it. Like, use it like a pegboard. They would like do hand plants and then like do what do they call that? The gymnastics, the city gymnastics. What do they call that? Parkour bull.
Parkour bull.
That's parkourable.
Parkourable. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and then it's not weird enough. Got to add some clowns.
Add some clowns.
Oh,
also,
you're not lying. They did that.
Is there a way that we can strap you? Strap you to the bull.
Mm-hmm.
As with a rope that you are unable to.
Hand the K-Rock, everybody. Hand the K-Rock, everybody. Inebriating the BB. Comes from another dimension into BB's dimension. Just to inebriate them.
What
are you drinking?
That right there was a caffeinated iced tea beverage. But I'm about to switch to black Manhattans.
It's good to have caffeine. It's good
to have caffeine. It is
good to have caffeine. Now wake up and have caffeine. And why caffeine at this hour, sir?
I woke up. I had a meeting earlier today. I actually started drinking it like a couple hours ago.
Drinking the caffeine or drinking the booze?
the caffeine. I'm gonna switch to
Yeah.
booze now. 'Cause I feel like I'm awake, you know.
I'm awake. I could shut it
No.
back down.
Now I can shut it back down. I don't need no
My-
pills.
My body's awake. I now got to shut my brain down so my
Shut my
body
brain
can
down.
do its thing without
its
my
thing.
brain knowing, without my brain getting in the way.
My brain is right. That's right.
It'll rile up my brain. I already tied my nuts to my stomach. Caffeinated up.
Caffeinated
Bring
up.
on the clowns. I gotta call the Mundogs. Bring on the clowns.
Jesus.
Call the Mundogs.
Whenever you really describe what's happening at a rodeo, that is some crazy, crazy shit.
It's crazy shit, dude.
It's not
And
right.
and
Hey,
death is on the line.
Yeah, if
Sorry,
you
that's
see,
my
I mean,
Princess Bride
even-
reference.
that's a perfect Princess Bride reference.
Thanks.
I don't know that actor's name.
I
Wait,
don't know.
I
He
think
was on the Cosby Show.
I think I do know. Yeah, he was. I think I do know that actor's name.
I used to.
I think his name is Sean Wallace. S-H-A-W-N.
I'm gonna believe you.
Sean
Yeah, we'll go with
Wallace.
Oh, because he's another Sean.
S-H-A-W-N.
I know, but it's still a Sean. Still pronounced the same, even though it's incorrectly spelled.
But back to the Bulls.
Double.
Obviously, the best part of the rodeo is that part where the guy gets fucked off
Yeah,
and then he cannot get his hand out of the rope. I mean,
yeah. That's your
how
favorite
hilarious
part.
is that? Because
You signed up for it, and
nobody.
you watch it.
forced him.
What's awesome is the camera is the bull is in its pen. And it's pissed
Yeah.
off because of the
Pissed
things we
off.
discussed, and he's doing it himself. He's like got the
He's
rope in
really-
his mouth,
He's
like
got
an
a rope in
addict,
his mouth, he's punching
You know?
the rope, trying to make it as tight as he can.
trying to tight as possible, and
Right.
then
Yeah, you gotta hold me to this rope.
he got it tight.
And then he got
too
it tight, and then he gets thrown off, and it's tight. And,
Won't
that's
let go.
Bull
Yep.
will not let go. Oh
So
God!
I've lived a whole bunch of life with this guy, and for a while I was a roommate in the big room.
In the
And
original
even
Bull,
when
yeah.
even when I wasn't an official roommate, I was pretty much a roommate there. I slept. That was my second home. And BB at very late at night, sober or not, that's when you would find the rodeos.
Rodeos,
That's when you would find boxing matches.
right.
Like all kind of, or the play of the day. There was a while where
Oh,
you wouldn't go
yeah.
to bed until the play of the day. You would be
Play of the
getting
day,
put into bed,
Yeah.
the lift,
And the play of the day.
while the play of the day was happening, and that
Yeah.
happened at what 3?
Something like that. Yeah,
What
3 o'clock back on the old.
Back when we were kids,
Yeah.
because 3 o'clock was we were kids.
Yeah.
After that,
yeah,
it was the
yeah.
sun's coming up. Close the blinds, and do your last drink and shut it down.
Right. Right.
But anyway, boxing matches. Like this
Ideally,
guy,
something that resulted in
he there
somebody
it.
being- Yeah, ideally
He
something that
fucking-
wound up with somebody being unconscious. Like that's
He
what-
loved
that's
it. He
what-
tried to do it with us. You remember the eye popper?
I remember that. I
Yeah.
didn't invent the
Yeah,
iPhone.
definitely. You had gladiatorial. Is that a word? Gladiatorial.
Yeah, that works.
I think just stick with
Yeah,
the gladiator.
gladiatorial. Yeah.
Tendencies?
Anyway,
Gla-
yeah, I guess so.
gladiator
Oh, yeah.
genes.
Audience. Gladiatorial entertainment tendencies. He loves to watch people physically get injured.
I do, especially if it's their own. If they,
Their choice.
yeah, if it's their choice. I mean,
A
don't
career
get me
choice.
wrong. I love watching someone fall down a flight of stairs once to the next. That's good. Even that way, if they were just walking and they weren't doing anything wrong, and they just trip and fall, that look on their face, just as they're starting to fall, and they know I'm about to fall down a flight of stairs. Most hilarious look that anybody ever done.
Oldest joke in the book.
Oh,
There's
just
the fart and there's the fall down.
and they
Those
fall
are the
down.
two oldest human jokes.
Yes, and and the fall down is very often. Hey, oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, with that.
Are
that
you
kind
okay?
Of combination.
You got yeah.
Yeah, are you okay?
After the laugh. It's like, look at your face. You have no idea what's happening. And then, ooh, look at your face. What's happening?
Right. Oh. Yep. Thank you.
They're the oldest jokes. Fart and the fall down. Two oldest human
Hey,
laughter.
the fart and the fall. Yep.
Free language. Free language laughter.
Yeah.
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 All true.
So there you go. That's what I'm all
I was definitely subject
what
to
I'm all
watching
about.
a lot of humans getting injured. It was kind of like Clockwork Orange for the monk.
Yeah, sure.
You know, like, you know,
Sure.
it's the end of the night where my eyelids are going low, and you're like, pussy, wake up and watch this. And it's like,
What is
look,
this?
look how that person's
Look what
getting
happened to
injured.
this guy.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, monk.
Look,
It's good. It'll make you
he's still
stronger.
getting dragged. Look, they're still dragging him.
He's still dragging him. He did that to himself. He chose this. And there's cameras on him. He was excited there are cameras here.
Yeah.
Huh? He
Yeah.
steamed. He pressed his jeans for this event.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did. He got that shirt clean.
To look just like all the other cowboys,
Yeah.
but a little different, but exactly the same.
Oh my
Just that,
God.
like totally got to fit in, but there's a little uniqueness that Walmart says is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it fits in, so he's not a queer.
I agree. Yep. Yeah, unbelievable.
Culture.
This is real life. This happens in real life every day somewhere.
In rodeo
In
life.
America.
And then there's the clowns.
The clowns. Like
Yeah.
they got these guys. They're like, you know what? Every so often, here's what's gonna happen. Every so often, we're gonna put a cowboy in the back of the bull, and that cowboy, okay, is gonna be unconscious. Now, for us to leave that cowboy in the middle of a pen, virtually a pen, with a raging bull,
A
would be
coliseum.
insane. That would be inhumane. That would be crazy.
That would be inhumane. How do we make it humane?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta make sure that the bull doesn't then kill the unconscious cowboy. We need to put some people in.
That was just a parasite on his
Yeah,
back.
just put it on his back, yeah. Yeah, but we don't want the bull to kill him when he's unconscious. So we gotta put some guys in there who are willing to distract the bull.
But
Great idea.
but what distracts a bull the most? Clowns.
Clowns.
Nothing distracts a bull like a clown.
Like a clown.
It confuses the fuck out of him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the history of the rodeo clown. Someone should make a documentary, at least a half-hour show,
There has to be one.
explaining.
Oh,
why-
explaining? No, they never explain. But there's documentaries on rodeo clowns.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. I
But
know
you mean
these
like a
guys.
documentary on the rodeo clown, like the
The
history of the
origin
rodeo?
of the rodeo
Like who
clown.
was
Why?
who was the first, and who psychologically came to this conclusion?
Because I'm willing to bet
Crazy
that the
Barney.
first guy who did that wasn't dressed up like a clown.
Oh no.
Like
His
the
job
first
was
guy,
right.
He might even be his job. He might have just been on the side of the corral there.
And it was like, I gotta save this guy.
My
Johnny
friend.
is unconscious.
My
gotta
lover.
go-
I mean my friend. My broke back friend.
I gotta go save him.
My friend has a broke back.
I got to save him. And
I
he's
gotta
like,
save my lovely
lovely
friend.
man, lovely cowboy that he is. And he just went running. Then somebody just went running in there
Uh-huh.
and put themselves in front of a bull.
Huh?
Slapped the
Actually-
bull on the forehead,
Huh?
touched the bull on the back, said, "Hey, Bolt, I'm over here. Come get me instead of helpless Johnny."
I
Instead
know
of a
how it
man
happened
friend.
because the man friend was in the process of getting ready for their celebratory date and was
Afterwards,
applying the makeup.
makeup. So you had the lipstick on at least.
They were bottom, and they were
He came running
lipsticking
out. He came
and
running out, and then
rouging, and they kept
after they
no. I
saved him,
mean,
right?
I am a clown.
Yeah. Are you wearing lipstick, Joey?
And a
No,
dress.
not.
I'm wearing clown
It ain't
bloomers.
lipstick. It's cow makeup. Clown makeup. That's what it is.
But I am a hero.
He likes when I look
Yeah.
like this. I mean, the bull.
Right.
The bull likes when I.
The bull's
bull likes
confused.
when
I
look
did it
like
to
this.
confuse the bull.
I did to confuse the bull.
Gotta
Why?
confuse the bull. It's confusable. Confusable. Do you guys remember Remarkable?
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
old
You know what that's from?
Little
What's it from?
Rascals.
Ding, 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 ding.
Woo.
18,000 big room bucks.
That
By
was
the
a
way,
good-
you out there, we do give out big room bucks auditorily for when you guess what we're throwing out there. Some kind of pop culture reference. But anyway, but I digest.
digest.
I digest.
But I digest. Ad hoc didn't digest very well. The other
Not
day.
yesterday. I did not.
Oh, that was yesterday. Beans.
Yeah, no, today's just recuperation day. And then I went out. What happened was I went out to work yesterday evening, and then I had a flat tire.
Oh,
It's just my tire was completely flat, and so I was like, I put on the donut, tried to drive to fill it up, and it.
I
And
think
I
it
was
was in
like, yeah,
Philadelphia.
I'm just gonna drink since
Nah, I'm just gonna drink.
I can't get my tire fixed, until the morning. So I just came home and I drank on an empty stomach, and that was not good. That was what did me in yesterday.
By the way, at some point between Wednesdays, research your microphone, BB, because your television, like you really got to make it unidirectional again. Right now, it is very omnidirectional.
I see.
I
Okay.
know, this is about a month and a half now.
It picks
Yeah.
up everything.
It's a really good microphone.
It is. When I talk, does the background fade out? Or
No,
No.
No. Awesome. That's even better.
it's a really good microphone.
Yeah, because if it's not a compressor, it's not like something. It's just always on. Yeah.
Get through it. It's like the household I grew up in. 2 televisions
Right.
on, one at each house, and then the big room. We'd always have that, and then Dolly would have her TV on too.
Oh
And
yeah.
then, there was a TV on
Oh
out
my
front.
gosh.
I was
Yeah.
trying to explain to somebody recently just how the cacophony of television sounds that we were raised on.
Yeah.
And I was saying that I remembered when I had my own place, like when in college, and then Ozzy in Pittsburgh, and then our place in Pittsburgh, I would walk in to the house, and before I would set my keys down or take my shoes off, and sometimes even turn on a light, I would walk over to the television and turn the television on. And then I would put away my groceries or whatever. Like that was
Right.
like, I'm home, friend. Tell me a story. But it was like, and then, but I was talking about it because when Jafar and I first started dating, I well, first of all, I was up all night. I was up all night. But when the time would come to fall asleep, I needed a television on to fall asleep. You know, like because otherwise my brain would start spinning. So I was reaching to something else to program my brain before sleep. You know what I mean? Like, and then and back then there were commercials, like falling asleep to commercials. Like how, like that's like poison.
Yeah.
Implants. That's real programming. Yep. But then
Many of them are still in there. You
when,
can recite them.
oh yeah, absolutely,
Many
Oh, yeah.
commercials are still in there.
absolutely.
Just taking
like,
up space on your hard drive.
But I was saying that, like, as a kid, I remember ad hoc. You remember as well. We would go to bed
Yeah, I was a kid
in our
once.
bunk beds once, and downstairs you would hear the television on, and that was kind of like my, oh, there is somebody else in the house protecting
Yeah.
us,
Right.
because they're watching their information bringer. The television's on, somebody else is awake protecting us from the bugbears and the
Marauding
trapdoor
clowns.
Yeah.
jellies. All kind of bugbears and
All that
such.
stuff.
But anyway, but that was the initial programming, and then, you know, in the Meadows, ad hoc, you would walk into our grandparents' house where we were when we weren't at BB's, and you walk into the kitchen, and then there was a room on the one side that was the adult living room, and then there's a room on the other side that was the playroom. Both had couches and both had televisions, and they were both on. And when you were in the middle, you would have a television from this side kind of coming through, television, and sometimes there was even a radio on in the kitchen.
Wow.
And like this cacophony of sound that we would be able to kind of like sift through. I mean, like that's our ADD comfort zone.
Yeah.
And now kids today, of course, you know, have just like a scrolling swipe, 5-second bites, sound bites. I was having a conversation with Mimran. I had dinner with Aaron Mimran recently. Mims. Sorry, I can't say her name. But we were talking about our kids and music and how, and I had mentioned, you know, ad hoc, doing this rap about our infatuation with music and where it came from and all this. And
Wait,
that
this
our
was
kids today, no, this is last week. This is when he first started talking to me about it, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
A few days
Maybe
ago.
just in general. But that our kids today know Hall & Oates and Earth, Wind and Fire, and like they even know who Marvin Gaye is. They know all these songs, but the music of today, they don't listen to Casey Kasem the way we did. They don't know full songs of today's music. They know sound bites that are TikTok backgrounds. So they know the hooks of today's music, but they don't know the entire song.
That's interesting.
Right? It's really interesting. So songs today are just like hook sound bites. Like, you know, like my kids don't listen to today's music from second 1 to the 2.5, 3 minute mark. They don't know a full song of today's music. Like, it's like, plus there's, to be honest with you, it's not fucking, I don't see how you could actually listen to one of those songs for 3 minutes, because they sound like every other goddamn one, and it's just a loop hook. And I'm talking about mainstream BS, you know.
Right.
But
I don't
anyway,
know. I mean, to me, with pop music, that there's always good stuff in pop.
if you look for it,
there traditionally has been, but it used to be connoisseured by the radio stations. You know, I mean, so the good and bad of that was that it was sifted through, and it would go through a process, the best of the best, to produce this stuff. Now, I'm going to share with you guys tonight. My song talking about the origin story as I was reminiscing about rap, and then the story. I already shared the backstory with you guys because I'm starting to produce this type of music that is hip hop. Really, it's not pop, but it's just, I know it's hip hop, but the
Hip hop.
but there's so much it goes. It's so freaking hard. I spend like a minimum of 30 hours per song, minimum. And and then remixing, I'll spend another 10 to 20 hours like getting different mixes of this, trying to get it to sound radio quality. And it's crazy.
Can you mute your mic, by the way, BB?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Huh? You don't want the big room cacophony?
It's tough. I want to hear BB.
Yeah. You need to work on changing the TV volume or location.
Yeah, or maybe, I don't know if, like T said, maybe there is some type of setting in your software for your microphone where it's adjustable.
Yeah, I don't even know where I'm like.
Is your microphone separate from your computer?
The one that's right here.
Yeah, it's right here. Blah, blah, right here.
The one in your headset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gotta close your gain then. Find the gain switch somewhere. Like it's
probably
it's crazy how much. I can't believe that's right by your mouth.
So here's what you got to do. If you go down to the bottom of the screen, Beeb, on your bottom right hand screen where the little speaker icon is.
Yep.
And then you can click on that, and it'll pull up a little box. And then if you click on the arrow that's in that box, it'll show your devices there. But if you right click it, you can open sound settings. So if you just right click that thing, open the sound settings, then you go find your input, choose, it'll say input device. And then you can you should have some type of settings there. Advanced sound options. It'll be like
I'm on sound.
Input.
I see input. Input.
Yeah, there's like.
Wait. Hello.
And there's got to be some type. Probably some type of way you can adjust.
Did that change anything? Hello. Hello.
We can hear you, but I can still hear the background.
I think it got a little bit better. Or did you turn the TV down?
Did it?
No, I didn't turn on the TV.
I mean, I still hear them in the background, but it is better.
It's better though.
Is that any different? Hello?
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Is that a lot better?
Oh. They're still in the room.
It's still there, but
it's a lot better.
Blah 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 blah.
That's better.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Yeah. It's a
bit better.
It's a bit better.
I think that.
But I'm going to show you guys. I'll show you guys my screen. I'll show you my screen with you so you can see the craziness of this hobby of mine.
I told Tiki as well. I got a new story to read this week as well.
Yay!
Yeah.
I didn't hear your
Flash.
I was wondering if it was Flash or if it was
to go back and sift through the episode that I wasn't here so that I could see.
Which one is that? You heard the spy one, right? You heard the spy story.
Spies like us. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm sharing this. So this is my this is the project file for this song. So all these things right here, this is like, these are nothing, but so nothing. This one's just a bunch of songs. I started off with like this music bed that I sampled, and I changed it all like different ways that I inputted it through this other device. Just changing the tones and stuff. And then I stacked them here, and they're all right here. So this group right here is these two stacked, and then I did a parallel. And look at all these chops of this thing. See all these lines right here?
Mm-hmm.
I did all these manually by hand.
Choptastic.
All these chops so that I could volume automate, like turn the volume down, turn the volume down, turn the volume down there. You know, in between these two clips, like I'll highlight this and then turn it down. And I did that for all these lines. Realign this music, and then I did the same for the bass. And look at all these lines here. This is where I started to get into. This is the music that I made it wide. So all these chops, if I zoom in, all those cuts by hand, tons of them. And then
It's like a
this
Ginsu.
one goes right, this one goes left, and look at all these chops.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
That's chop suey.
Yeah. Now these ones are because like I might do a punch in and I'll punch in this phrase here. And then there's like my mic, like if I'm not making, audible sound like this that I don't want there might be microphone noise. So I have to delete this stuff. So all these empty spaces all this is done by hand. This is why it takes like literally 30 hours. Look at all those chops. All that.
You
by
just
hand.
shared an app that was AI sound reduction. It was Instagram little thing that somebody did a blip about AI noise reduction in microphone.
There's going to be a lot more
just
stuff with AI coming, but right now this is the process. So I did all this by hand.
Mm-hmm.
There's 20 tracks here. All of them are chopped like this and stacked. And then we get into this stuff down here at the bottom, which are all like different compressors, gates, effects. Every track.
And do you have that on your? Do you have that backed up somewhere?
Well, no.
Would you kill yourself? Would you actually kill yourself if your computer just fried and you lost all of it?
No, I wouldn't.
Getting baby.
I'd try though, but it would be upsetting. But yeah,
It would
like
be very upsetting, wouldn't it?
oh my god, like
Baby. Oh.
and then down here on the master track, we got all this stuff. So it's a lot of work. So yeah, you guys want to hear the song?
No.
Yep. Jump.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll it.
All right, mute your mic, and I'll
All
roll
right.
it. Let's see if it plays.
Yo, let me just clear something up right here.
Yeah.
So it ain't a mystery, man. I've been making some eats, Scooby. Yeah, since the age of 10.
Was the volume really low?
No, Scooby. Yeah, that's my origin. We do shit. Taking it to the streets. Boombox in hand. Long before Michael had Neverland. Mr. Roboto. No more Gato. Till the freakazoid got you. Before I became a teen. Yup. Did you know that when I was 10, that's when my beat back over began?
I'm gonna try to start it over.
Okay.
Yo, let me just clear something up right here. So it ain't a mystery, man. I've been making some eats, Scooby. Yeah, since the age of 10. Scooby Doo. So if you didn't know, Scooby. Yeah, that's my origin. We do shit. Taking it to the streets. Boombox in hand. Long before Michael had Neverland. Mr. Roboto. No more Gato. Till the freakazoid got you. Before I became a teen. Yup. Did you know that when I was 10, That's when my beat back story began. I used to skip it down, skip it down, skip it down, skip it down. I used to skip it around, skip it down, skip it down.
Yeah.
I'd hit the cardboard tape, it took the streets, everybody would back up as the beat. Bang, bang, boogie to the boogie to the boogie to beat. Yo, beats in the streets, beats in the hood, beats in the all good. WCB, bring that beat, 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 4 CDs out the boombox. Nobody knew what the boy could do, or what the white boys could. Take it in the air, execute, y'all. We done executed. West and Breakers. Origin story, y'all. If you didn't know, now you know. Yo, this one goes out to the hood. Jazz, Tut, and Combo, and all the young breakers in the streets. To the culture, yo. I'm the king at heart. There's none higher. Believe it. I'm the king at heart. There's none higher. Yo, let me just clear something up right here.
Call me Saya.
So it ain't a mystery, man. I've been making beats, Scooby, yeah, since the age of 10. Scooby Doo. So if you didn't know, yeah, that's my origin. Taking it to the streets.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
good
hoping to
stuff,
share lyrics with you guys. I shared it in the comments. You can check out the lyrics in the comments section, but it won't show the whole comment. This program, StreamYard has limitations.
Dude, that section where skibbity doo, skibbity got blue. Like, yeah. So good.
The one part, I don't know. There's so many like little Easter eggs. I couldn't even name all of them, and I shared the backstory with you guys. There's another one that none of you guys picked up on yet, and I didn't mix it, but I'm gonna play. I'll skip to it right here if I can.
Play it. Just chew you up.
Box in hand, long before Michael.
Let's stream the heavy. Practice.
Yeah.
Get that.
Yo, let me just clear
Let me
something
clear
up right
my
here.
throat.
So it ain't a mystery, man. I've been making beats, Scooby, yeah, since the age of 10. Scooby Doo. So if you didn't know, Scooby, yeah, that's my origin. We do shit, taking it to the streets. Boombox in hand, long before Michael had Neverland. Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, we know.
No more Gato.
Nucleus.
Till the freakazoid got you. Before I became a teen. Yup. Did you know that when I was 10, that's when my beat back story began? I used to skip it down, skip it down, skip it down, skip it down. I used to skip it around, skip it down, skip it down. I'd hit the cardboard tape, it took the streets, everybody would back up as the beat. Bang, bang, boogie to the boogie to the boogie to beat. Yeah, beats in the streets, beats in the hood, beats in the all good. WCB, bring that beat, beat, 4 CDs out the boombox. Nobody knew what the boy could do,
This part.
or what the white boys could. Take it in the air, execute, y'all.
In that
Say,
layer, I get nobody knew. What could do?
freezing up.
Yeah, you're locking up.
What? And then it goes, what the white boys could kick. I hate to
You're freezing up.
call him
Freezing
Chicken
up.
Charlie.
Oh, I heard. Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah.
I heard
There you
Pollo Charlie.
I
Chicken
hear
and
you.
Charles. Charles to the chicken.
I think he's gone.
You got the pinwheel.
Yeah.
I think he was giving a shout out to Chicken Charlie.
I think so. Yeah.
Is that neighborhood legend?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Chicken Charlie. You figured it out. You heard it.
Just
Well, we
from
heard
you.
you
I
say-
didn't get it from the song.
Okay. Yeah. Cambry. I mean, just neighborhood legend. Yeah. What's his last name? Charlie.
No, he
I had
didn't
no
have it.
idea.
I think Charlie was his last name.
Damn. I know because I know his brother too. His brother ended up being
Yeah, Paul Charlie.
cool. Crap, I can't remember. I gotta look it up, man. Crap, I used to know this at some point, but yeah,
Look it up. Where are you gonna look it up?
Facebook.
You're friends with him on Facebook?
Chickadee Charlie, the Charlie chicken.
Chicken Charlie. Everybody called him Chicken Charlie because he would do that with his head.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hey, album. Hey, the album. That's how we started calling you Abum, by the way.
yeah,
Because Abum.
yeah. So it's in the song. Yeah, I do that in the song. There's a lot of layers to the song. You can listen to the song
Yeah,
a lot of times, and there's a lot of Easter eggs in there. There's a lot of references. It turned out really good. I think like I'm still working on the mix again. I'm still working on it. I worked on it again today, but it's gonna be a masterpiece when it's done.
be the
I agree.
masterpiece.
So, yeah, you guys like it?
I do. I
A
like
lot.
it.
It's got the old
A lot.
school.
I'm
it's
looking
got
for it.
old school hip hop.
It's a ride through. I'm looking for, and not to cliche it, because I know that song structure is completely demolished these days into its own idiom of storytelling. But if you did have a refrain, something to come back to, it would make it less of a moment. What do you got there? Is that Michael?
What are you talking about?
Is-
What does he got where?
I'm listening. Keep talking, man.
Are you pulling a Prince on me right now? We don't need nobody. We don't need nothing. Is that run, rock the house for you, fresh.
Adidas.
Run.
That's right.
Dude. I thought that was a Prince. You don't need them. You don't need nobody.
That's basically what I was going for.
Life's
Yeah.
a bitch. J Master J Master J, run DMC. Run. Those are dope. Those are awesome.
Aren't they adorable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adorable-licious.
They're pretty awesome.
Oh wait.
Anyway, that would be my only critique. If you wanted to make it a song, what's the refrain, what's the hook, and then the breakup, because it's kind of like it just goes through the whole thing, and it's a hell of a ride. Here comes Freddie. You don't need nobody.
How'd you know it's Freddie, dude?
Man. Because I know Freddie. I know that hairline.
How the heck did you know that was Freddie, dude? What the hell?
I'm Tiki.
What the heck, T? How'd you know
That's
that was
pretty
Freddie?
dope. I'm Tiki.
I got one more.
One more.
Give it to me one more time. That's my Freddie reference.
It's
Gene Simmons?
hey, Gene Simmons.
Yes! Nice. What's he? Oh, he's fire. That's awesome.
Right, fire, yeah.
When did you get these? Did you get these in Las Vegas?
That looks pretty cool going to the.
Yeah, that's real cool. Yeah.
No, I don't know, man. I just came across them, and because I did the song with the Run DMC, I was like, this guy's adorable. He's only $5.
Sorbs.
And I bought him.
What? Really?
Yeah, the others they're normally
I would
$12.
have paid 5 times that. I'd still pay $20
They
for
come in a
that.
box. They come in a box like this.
25. I know 5 times 5. I'd pay.
Pop rocks, collectible box on DMC.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. But no DMC. You got Run and you got Jay.
DMC.
You got to scour the internet.
DMC.
On the way?
I had a. Yeah, DMC
Had to
was.
order him.
Yeah, it's back ordered. I don't know. It's just. I don't know why.
Because of that interview. That interview was wild. Remember that interview I shared? It was him talking to. Yeah, who the heck was he talking to?
He was talking
Him telling
to
his life
MC
story.
Search. Was it MC Search
Was-
from?
No, I thought that was a whole other episode.
Okay.
That was a whole other episode.
Oh.
But the life of DMC and him dealing with like major depression,
Oh, I don't
you
think
know,
I heard that
and like
one.
coming like, oh my goodness, dude! Like he plotted his suicides like
Wow.
over and over again. He was just talking about how it was just fascinating, and then fascinating how he just couldn't spiral out of it. Like he was just suicidal, literally suicidal. And but he's talking about it. You know, it's very, he's on the
Right.
other
I mean,
side of
once
it.
the fame ends.
But what's
it's-
interesting, what's fascinating is there was a song that he heard that like changed his life, and he was just like, I gotta find it. And he became obsessed with meeting the person that sang the song, and it was Arms of an Angel by Sarah McLachlan. It was Sarah McLachlan.
Oh my.
And then he ended up meeting Sarah McLachlan, and like he was like, and like he's like, I never wanted to go to any of these events or meet anybody. I was just like done. But then, and my boy told me I had to go to this event, and the only thing, I was listening to that song over and over again just to feel something to get me out of my, and then there she was, and like you got to hear it. You can pull it up. I don't know, like
The way
I
he
don't.
tells it.
Well,
The way he
because
tells
it's
it's
so
hilarious.
crazy. It's so
Sarah
crazy. It's
McLachlan,
not so much
are you
hilarious.
freaking crazy. Like that's
Exactly. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Please, dead serious. And the thing is he's like, I know it's ridiculous. I know, like, DMC, Sarah McLachlan, like that's ridiculous. But that's what saved his life.
What the fuck, bro?
But he talks about it in such a beautiful way. Like it's that, dude. Find it.
It's just
Find
like
it.
you found
I
it on
shared it with you
YouTube
guys
somewhere?
a long time ago. You got to hear the interview. I can't.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'll have to
But
look it up.
yeah, it's fascinating. It's an interesting life, man. But it was the same interviewer. It was the same podcast that did Search.
The crazy thing is, everybody says is like when you reach the heights of all the fame and you think you're supposed to be happy, right? But then when it goes away, it's literally, I mean, it's
the other side of the
just
mountain.
like any other high. It's the crash. It's a drug. Like life becomes a drug at that point because everybody's just that's
got
your
the hangover
lifestyle.
day.
And then
But
your
now it's a
lifestyle
hangover
ends.
decade.
Man.
The hangover decade.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it would be really, it could become really crazy depressing.
It could be confusing to some people, and especially at a young age. I mean,
And when
think of
you're
these
doing
people
like,
get their fame at 20. Like,
and you're doing stadiums, and then all of a sudden, then you're doing arenas, and then you can't even pack an arena, and you're back to like 500 person venues, 1,000 person
dude, I went and
venues,
saw.
and that's got to be
the drummer.
because you think like I should be on that big stage again. What's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong?
I went and saw Sponge play. It was tickets given, and I got to talk to them for a while afterwards. But Sponge is it's 30 years. Their first album came out in '94, so it's coming on their 30-year anniversary.
Did they have any hit songs?
Yeah.
Couple.
Molly
Just a couple,
16 Candles was a big one, and Plowed were the two songs that stuck out to me. Those are the ones where it's like, holy, like they stuck out to me.
Sounds like to
back
me
then.
like that would be
The
like,
rest of the album.
was that like Halsey? That sounds like it's like a Halsey band or something.
No. Halsey was like Blues Traveler and like Dave Matthews and this was
Stefani.
Anyway. Yeah, no doubt, maybe. Yeah.
I
Anyway,
remember
my
whenever
point
you guys
is
were living in Pittsburgh,
they
No
were
Doubt.
in arenas, you know what I mean? And then I saw them at the Craft House, and I was thinking to myself, man, they're putting on an amazing show, so good. And I was like, where is everybody? And I got to hang out and talk to them afterwards. I knew the person running the merch table, and because they've come to photograph Dream the Heavy many times. And so I was hanging out, and they came out, but there was no line. There was and I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is ridiculous, because they stood out to me back in the day when it was all the one hit, like the Bush, Sponge, of the other one name band era. But it was like Stone Temple Pilots, Bush, Alice in Chains. They were like right in there. That sound wise, that soundscape of '94. But anyway. But just goes to show you. And then actually on Sunday we got confirmed that Dream the Heavy is going to open up for some members from post-punk era. Not post-punk, pop-punk era. 2006 to 2011, like
and
that.
The Rev
era
recognized the bands.
The Rev was all about it because that was his youth. He was all about pop punk. So yeah, it's Taking Back Sunday, and what's the other band?
Saving Elizabeth. Saving Elizabeth is who should be that band.
Elizabeth.
Silver
but what's his
Screen.
man? Elizabeth. Macho Man.
That's who should be opening up for them. Silver Screen. They're really good.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys are great.
So anyway,
but that's not.
We're always great.
The genre. But that's awesome, T. That's great, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks. But it's something for the resume.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, times are changing. The one dude from that big band who's headlining, he's doing an acoustic set. It's just him. He has a couple other bands, but he's doing an acoustic tour, And the other band before that, the other band that's on the list, I can't, unfortunately, think of their name at the moment. They're it's like just extremes. But see, the thing is, too, both bands fell into what was happening at the time. They weren't forming what was happening at the time. They stood out to me, but listening to the entire album from that era. Anyway, my point is, never play to the gallery. It's going to take longer. It's going to be your own journey, but never play to the gallery, because you'll burn bright because it's a fad of the moment. And then when that fad leaves, you're going to be in Desolation Row, because you don't have yourself anymore. And you're going to be like, well, I don't matter. What mattered was when I bought into what was happening. And now I'm too old to be what's happening. And now it's all of these, I'm not. When I had, but
Bro,
you weren't
it's always
during that time.
The crazy thing is, like, it's always going to be that. And I talked about this before with, Prince, is like, what you can only achieve a certain level, like Bowie and Prince, that are legends, but not to your kids' age. Now, you mentioned your kids know them because but most of their generation are going to be like, they don't know. And so when Prince died, they lit up, the whole city purple, and even the Eiffel Tower lit up purple. But like, his music's not. There's like,
we were in the Netherlands, and in They were playing the church towers were playing Bowie songs, like their bell tower in Utrecht in Netherlands.
Amazing. That's so sick.
We're playing Bowie songs.
So awesome.
Yeah.
But like what's anyway, I don't know, man. Those were guys that were able to be themselves but also reinvent themselves. At some point, I mean, Madonna played the game for a long time. She was good at it. She had a good long run of reinventing her look every year to stay in the public eye, and I don't know. It's just crazy, man. It's a crazy career where you have to make so much money, knowing, just like football, just like any sport, it's like you have a limited shelf life of doing this. So you're going to get paid a shit ton of money, but don't cry when it's over. Just you got to find something else to do with your life, because it's not going to be this.
You got to reinvest that someplace
You can't be a quarterback forever. Yeah. You can't be this genre of rock, man. The genres always change.
You can't be a boxer. You can't be riding bulls forever.
Yeah, and you can't be, that's right. The genre always changes, and the new generation always wants their brand of music. They don't want to listen to what their parents listen to. They'll listen to it,
rebellious,
they'll appreciate it, but then there's a time where they want something that's their own, something that's theirs.
Right.
And it's not going to have your face on it, and you have to be okay with that. It's just the way that life
fascinating
cycles like that. And I think
that's in mass appeal, like a global mass appeal, and you can't have a billion people liking the same thing, for very long. It's going to be a hot moment in time that kind of taps into the culture or whatever. The Berlin Wall coming down. I mean, whatever, like something like that is going to connect. But that's a blip. That's a blip. But to be an artist, and like when I started getting into music, I was like, as a performer, I was like, there's no point in doing, I need to get into blues or jazz, because you don't get old doing it, you just get seasoned, was my initial thought. And that's why I went into blues, because, I didn't have jazz musicians around me to play with, and I didn't have confidence like that. But now it's interesting that now that I am older and turning 50, I'm doing more unique music. And I'm like, well, fuck it. There's a niche for everything now. Pre-internet, you're dead in the water. It's sad. But like now there's a niche for everything.
Yeah, you could still get the views.
And you only need 0.0001% of the population to have a really good life.
Yeah. I remember with Princess Slay playing her In Excess for the first time. And she loved it. She loved it. Never heard it. I mean, she was, 20 years old, 21, 22 years old, and never heard In Excess.
It's so good.
And it was on the radio huge. And I got distracted by the microphone that's inside.
Yeah, BB, whatever you did, what we thought you did, it was just that the television was not being loud at the time.
It's okay.
It's really loud.
It's just you're in the big room. You're in the big room. It's part of the.
You're in the big room. Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're missing in the big room.
Always. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what the big room was missing. Online was the television. The subconscious.
Yeah.
It's still part of BB's world, man. It's just seeping into, it's part of our ambience again. We just forgot what the big room was, man. That's part of it. You have to talk over the TV.
That's right.
Sometimes you tune in. Most of the time
it's the Mickey and Mallory-ness.
Yeah.
It's the natural born killers.
Oh, shit, man. Good times. But yeah, nothing. Hey.
Good times.
It better to burn out than to fade away.
Fade away. Happy Halloween, ladies.
Enjoy the ride. Do what makes you happy.
Enjoy the ride. Be a part of it. You're never too old to find your bliss. Put it out there. you always will be. Now we're in a dimensional timeline that you can find billions of like mind, or at least 100,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That are willing to give you $10. And if you have 100,000 people giving you $10, you're hooked up.
rich.
You're rich.
Honk, honk. You're rich, bitch. So I mean, like, don't play to the gallery. Don't try and
No, try to
because
make
when you
some-
sell yourself
just make
out,
whatever you like to make, and then set it up so that if it goes viral, it's monetized. Yeah, that was
keep
That's a
growing.
cheat.
scrubbing the microphone over there.
Oh
I don't know how
yeah,
your
sorry.
microphone's
You know
in
what?
your ear. That's weird.
Yeah, it is. And so when I move it, it's scrubby dubby.
Oh yeah.
So
So anyway, the point is that are you set up to monetize it? Because it sucks whenever it goes viral and you go, oh, I didn't have it monetized, and then you monetize it and you don't get the flash again. You just missed out, and then you're always chasing that dragon, and then I mean that happens to people too. They're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, my thing went viral and they didn't make
now I
any
got to do it
money off
again.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like
I have
Chubby
no
Checker doing.
fucking
We're gonna
idea.
twist again like we did last summer.
Twist again, like you did last summer.
Like we did last summer. Please, please, I need my fix again.
Like I did last
I need my fix again. Like I
it
did last year. I need my fix again.
Now my
Fix it,
song
yeah,
said
fix
fix
it
again.
And I feel a little dumber. But my rent is paid. My
Oh
rent
my
is
God.
paid again.
How about whenever you see these celebrities that were on TV shows or whatever, and they're doing their infomercials now, selling like anti-aging cream or whatever, and it's just like
Uh-huh.
they got all the money, they bought
What,
the
car
car,
insurance?
and then they bought the house, and they bought the house in Beverly Hills in West
And now-
Hollywood, thinking that that's where
now
they're
they're
gonna
house
live
poor.
forever. Like,
Suckers.
this is my house. You know how people get attached to their houses?
This is the life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People get attached to their
House
houses.
poor.
Like, this is my house and I'm never leaving it. Look, why? Why? You're going to leave
I
your
have no
body.
idea.
Your body's your house. How hard are you going to resist whenever it's time time to die, folks, which we all got to
You could
face.
have
You're gonna
a
hold
better,
on to your
more
house?
fascinating life going to Airbnb, less expensive Airbnb to Airbnb your entire globe instead of $60,000 a month in Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? Like you could be all over the world now.
Yeah.
Living like
But that's
for
what
the
it
rest
is.
of your
And they-
days
they have
instead of
this, like,
$60,000.
super-
It's fascinating.
Because when you're super famous, you need to be in that cloistered community where you're going to the grocery
yeah,
store
that's true,
in
too.
Melrose and or you're in Beverly
you're-
Hills and you see all the other celebrities there and you feel like you fit in. You also feel like you made it. But what a hard fall whenever it's like, fuck, I can't afford
Well,
this
you
rent
gotta-
anymore. I'm not on a sitcom. I don't have a hit record and I
Yeah.
can't get back in. And what am I doing wrong? And
Yeah,
then,
the record, the royalties aren't coming to me the way they're
No,
going to everybody
you didn't
else.
invest it right. You bought whoever, like, if you bought the house, you got to sell the house. You got to know when to cut it. Be like, I'm moving back to freaking Des Moines or wherever the frick you're from,
Canberra City.
wherever you're from. I mean, there's a
Wherever
point.
you're from.
There's just it's crazy,
Yeah.
man. 'cause
It's
nothing-
fascinating. You are not watch Fight Club, everybody. You are not your
Yeah.
job. You are not your, you are not.
I think Fight Club has been referenced in the Big Room more than any other movie.
More than
It
any
might
other
be.
movie, even Highlander.
Even Highlander.
More than
yeah.
Highlander, even.
Yeah.
Fight Club is definitely referenced a lot.
So, Beeps,
Fincher.
I'm ready for your story, dude.
Okay.
Yes, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Well, wait, let me get a new drink. Let me just get a new little
Sure.
sip.
Karen, let me have a sip of my drink. You're on a potty. Oh, you're
That's
on
what
the
I'm
bike.
doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm the bike pod. I was just gonna sing that. I need my fix
Yeah,
again.
I just had a Facebook memory pop up. Yeah, they popped up. I'm like, hey, 8 years ago today.
Remember this?
Yeah,
Remember
remember
this?
this?
What
And
was?
it was me quoting something from Fight Club. It was cheap.
Perfect. Perfect. So
Yeah,
good.
I have no recollection of what it was, but I was thanking Dave. I thanked Dave
Dave
for my
Dameron.
yeah for my for my mood this evening. And it was me quoting that, I don't remember the exact line now, but it was me that quoting that, I wanted to put a hole. I wanted to put a hole in the head of every species that would fuck the planet, to keep itself alive. I wanted to breathe smoke. And I was like, well, I must have been in a very angry place right then. I have no recollection of what was going on.
It's 8 years. Well, dude, 8 years ago, you were still in the house.
I think Mom was.
You were still.
Mom was dying. Mom was dying.
Mom was. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's probably where it was.
And that brought out. But look at that sick. I mean, like how much of a linchpin she was holding everything together,
bro. And this is what I was just thinking.
Lorilar was. Did I tell you we had? I think I mentioned you. We went to a little barbecue with Lorilar. We had a little cookout in her yard after the wedding, and we hung out and she talked about shit and all that. Man, she had a dark reports of the old BigRoom. She was just like, oh my god.
She went in there.
Yeah. She was back there. She was like, oh god. She was like, I couldn't say that. She's like, that one bathroom in the back. The back, the one that Karen.
Did the hole fall through finally?
We don't know. She said, no one knows. They've just closed the door and pretend like it's not there. Like they've just closed the door to the bathroom and just said it's not there anymore. And that there's like mold growing in the bathroom. And, like just horrible.
Oh boy, that sucks, man.
She was like, it was like a nightmare. She said it was like a nightmare.
Like the dark recesses of your mind. Remember that show, Hoarders?
What was that game?
Some people do stuff to themselves.
Yeah, wait. What was the video game that even that Draven played?
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Silent Hill version. It's like the upside down world.
Yeah. It was the original Upside Down. It was before Stranger Things.
Yep.
Yeah, before Stranger Things, it was really the origin of the whole Upside Down.
Oh,
but all right. Wow. So here's the story.
Wait. Well, I'm gonna say one thing before the story. One thing before the story, just to wrap this, because that has to deal with real life. And see how to say this, but like you said about your mom, like everything passes, everything does, but like I'm so effing happy that you guys are still around, and I'm because like if I go first, then it's gonna be sad for you guys. You guys are gonna have some loss. But if
you may never get over it, you guys may never get over my passing, but
But no, I'm just saying, like it's just gonna it sucks either way, Like I was like, I don't know even like what's worse, I was like, if you guys weren't around, what life would be. I mean, whatever. But the point is like I'm happy you guys are around, happy to have parents here, and then my wife, she just decided to move back to her hometown to care for her grandma. Yeah, because she can't move, she can't take care of herself anymore. So she decided to leave the big city and go back, and I'm like, man, I'm completely supportive of that move,
Yeah.
and proud of her for doing it. Because it's not something that's easy to do. And she has a sister that has 2 kids and should be the one, and she's not there doing it, and she should be the one that's doing it. But
Should
but
she? I mean, she got 2 kids.
Cynthia's stepping up. No, like the 2 kids are with the grandma, and the sisters.
Oh.
Yeah, like the sister like had the kids. It was like, here, take care of them. I'm going back to the city. And now the grandma is like handicapped. She can't. She's in a wheelchair.
And the kids are still there?
Yeah, and she's not there. Nope, her sister's not in.
What's she doing in the city? It's not my. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's
actually I'm related to her now.
It's no.
What's wrong with my stepsister?
Exactly.
What's up with that? Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
But I mean,
listen, yes.
Yeah, you got a couple. Yeah, got some. Different stepsisters that are not doing the right thing on both sides of the family, right? In the Laszlo family too. So it's just what it is, man. I mean, it's different people have different lives, but
dude, that's just life. Take care of your immediate circle. That's something I learned in the big room. It's like you can completely get absorbed into everybody else's wrongdoings as far as you're concerned. They don't know their wrongdoings. They think we're the assholes. I'll never forget that. What fascinates and infuriates me is that they think that we're the assholes.
Yeah, they do.
That was about, God, it was Drunk Uncle Dan, and I can't remember his children's names anymore. Aaron.
Tracy and Aaron.
Oh,
Tracy's dead.
Boy.
Tracy died.
Yeah, that's right.
He did.
Yeah.
Tracy
Aaron
did.
is dead inside if he's still alive.
Yeah, I heard Dad said something about he's trying to, or he's
a lawyer.
He's a lawyer now.
Sure. So does James.
Yeah.
James does too. They're upstanding parasites.
Upstanding parasites.
They're very upstanding parasites. They're more subtle parasites, though.
Man, I don't know.
There's no doubt there are people out there who are of the exact same mindset as us, except the exact opposite. Like they are.
It's the bizarro world.
Yeah, they are convinced that we're assholes for being a specific.
We're just fucking. We're just messing with their vibe.
It's unbelievable. And that is their reality. Like that is their reality. Like that is it's not even to the point where they the question of the quiet time at night. What are they thinking? Which I'm confused about. Some people, like, what are they thinking at night? When no one's around, everyone's gone, and their TV is turned off or whatever happened, and they have those 5 minutes of sleep.
Never turn the TV off.
Yeah, before
then
sleep.
You got your own self to deal with.
What goes through their mind? What do they ponder? There's that, but there's the other group that I can tell you what they're not pondering. They're not pondering how wrong they are. They are convinced that they are right. It never even enters their mind that they've got that fucked up.
Nope.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Fascinating.
And if it does enter it, they do whatever they got to do to push it out of there real quick.
Yeah.
So many lives.
Drugs.
That's when we were like, so many lives.
Repress it.
So many lives.
Yeah, she said something to me. She was like, yeah, like every so often I'll talk to Trisha and she'll be like, hey, we just got to move forward, man. We got to move forward because, pretty soon, it's just you and I. Chris is saying a lot.
I remember
Kristen is saying this?
Yeah, Chris is
I remember you saying this, yeah.
You and I are going to be the only 2 left. And I just laugh.
Because that's her reality, is that Deeds definitely is the first
like, I was like, I'll put money on the fact I outlived Chris. Like, I will.
I
put
am
money
a
on-
betting man. and
Yeah,
will-
I am a betting man.
Yeah.
I will
She's
bet
doing
on-
nothing to preserve her. She's doing nothing for
Oh,
longevity's
man.
sake.
Oh man.
She's not betting
It's
on the
not-
long game,
it's not-
except
she's not- she is
that
not
is
running
that
a marathon.
sooner or
No.
later you're gonna have to take care of me. I mean, it's gonna be the two of us. I mean,
Yes.
you'll have nothing except me.
Huh?
She's actually played that card with Lauren, like almost literally.
I
right?
know.
Yeah,
It's
but yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, very much so.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Sorry
Larlar
to use real
did her
names.
pilgrimage.
Oh yeah.
Larlar just did a pilgrimage.
Oh,
Yeah. She loved me.
She said
He was
something.
at Fifth Avenue. Yep.
I talked
Paisley
to her on the
Park.
phone the other day. She was just like, she was like, oh, he's never. I told John, you know, he doesn't even have to worry about anything else from now on. He can't beat that. You know,
Yeah.
that was the best
Awesome.
thing. I didn't like that. You know, no way I could have beaten it. All right. Yeah, she definitely
That's
loved it.
awesome.
She definitely loved it.
It's a good man. He loves
Yeah.
he loves taking care of her. You know, like
Yes.
giving her. He loves gifting to her. Like what a beautiful soul. Like his bliss comes from her bliss.
Yeah.
You know, in a
Yeah.
way, like
Yeah.
he gets as much bliss from making his partner bliss filled.
I think you just described every loving relationship.
Healthy relationship. Any healthy
I
relationship? Did you
mean-
say healthy relationship?
I said loving relationship.
Loving, yeah, healthy. Oh yeah, I get it. I live it. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
yeah, I mean,
I'm not. Yeah.
yeah. I guess I didn't say healthy because there's a lot more to it than just that's going to make it healthy. Because
Correct.
No,
you can have like a Nancy, again, real names, but
Yeah.
who's watching? You can have a Nancy and James thing where you're giving and giving and giving, but is that healthy?
Mhm. Right. That's your point. Loving.
love it.
But anyways, yeah.
But there must be some type of
Love it.
deriving of joy or satisfaction on her part, because otherwise she wouldn't keep doing it. But again, it's the worlds and it's the minds that we don't understand. We can't understand, but to them they're right, and that's what they got to do, and whatever. And even though they're family and blood, man, it's just, I don't know. You think you have similar upbringings too, and you think, we had the same parents. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but man, information, only so much
Yeah.
information gets through, and everybody has their own perception of the same sentence given to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Telephone
Like
games
some
are
people, you could say the same sentence, they could hear it, and it's like reading a text. They'll completely put their own interjection into that written word.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Like they'll just read into it whatever their subconscious programming is on a reactionary relationship of years past. And so now all of a sudden it's okay. You're going to be all right. It's now, it's okay. You're going to be all right.
Larlar said,
Or
Larlar said
yeah,
there was a.
it's okay. You're going to be.
Larlar said,
That would fuck me.
Larlar said she had an exchange where Larlar had dropped food off or something. I don't remember. And Chris was there and asked Laura how things were going. And Laura's like, "Oh, great, I did get it." And Laura's like, "How about you? How are things with you?" And Chris goes, same old. Don't do shit. I just live up in my hole." And Lauren goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, sis." And Kristen goes, "What do you mean by that?" That was
That's exactly what you. That was good.
That's the
That's what
setup.
you were just
Yeah,
saying.
That's
there,
the setup.
How about you?
That's the setup.
Just my same old shitty life. Just living up in my hole. I'm sorry, sis. What do you mean by that? And Lawrence and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
The
She's like, I
exact
didn't know
same
what to
thing
say.
you meant by it, I
I was
thought.
saying, I thought I was agreeing with you actually on that one.
Oh, you weren't looking for pity. You were looking
No.
for justification,
I don't know. And Lauren's like,
validation.
For a
Yeah.
handout?
and Lauren was like, if she was ready to fight, she was ready to go off on me. I could tell right then. She was like, she was ready. Like, what do you mean by that? And I was like, no, nothing, Grant, nothing. I didn't.
The next line was from Kristen was so that's that's
Cut
you.
it out.
Yeah. So that's so you always put me down.
Yeah.
What?
What? I thought I was okay.
Okay. Take the food and I'm leaving.
I'm leaving
And
now.
you were late for delivering the food. Remember that?
And it's too salty. Pits. Yeah.
Good times. Good
All right,
times.
Here's the story.
Hey, everybody.
Here's the story.
How do you guys like living in Pittsburgh?
Yeah. Love it.
Just asking.
Just asking.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Did you freeze?
You
Freeze
froze.
frame.
You're
What's the
frozen,
freeze?
dude.
What's the freeze,
Yeah.
ad hoc? You're frozen. What do you mean by that?
Ooh, I had a pretty good freeze. That fan was
That was a
still
good
moving,
one,
but
yeah.
I had a
You
good
worked it.
freeze. What's the freeze?
He's not right.
Rock.
Had to blank.
Oh man.
All right, let me shoot
Wow,
to
you
this place.
guys.
So here's the
I'm
story.
so glad you didn't get attached to your
Story time.
fatally attached to your house, Beeb.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I know.
That was an amazing complex back in the day.
It
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was amazing.
Oh. But
It was
I'm so
amazing.
glad
Best.
you knew when to cut ties when you did. Thank effing God. And really, thank
Oh, it was. There were
thank
times
Terry in the heavens.
I was not.
Somehow the
The
man
fact that,
went-
the fact
he
that
had the
none of us were
opportunity.
actively searching, that we were not actively searching.
No.
I just got a random fucking email from like Zillow or something going, looking for properties, and I was like, not really. What's this one? What? It's already adjusted for. It's already got a ramp. It's already got a bathroom designed for wheelchair. What?
Wow,
Dude,
just
that was
quick,
the
that
all
happened.
electric universe. That was Terry. That
Terry.
was
Yeah,
that
dude,
was
it was
definitely
unbelievable.
the
Thank Terry
the
in
free
heaven.
electric sending you, that was your higher self
Instead
reaching
of
out
thank
to
God in heaven, thank Terry in heaven.
Yeah,
you. Thank
Your
the-
loved
yeah,
ones
the
were
grand
in the
electric.
ether. Thank Terry in the ether.
yeah.
Electric blue.
Ether.
Oh, electric blue.
Ethernet. Ether webs.
Scrambled.
All right,
text.
let's hear some creativity, shall we, everybody?
So this is a flash fiction piece, randomly assigned again. The genre was humor. The primary
believe it.
yeah, the primary location was a comic book convention,
Ooh.
Never heard of
And-
them.
and the object was a Lazy Susan taco dispenser.
Taco?
Tacos, yeah.
Okay.
So like different types of
Okay.
taco toppings on the Lazy Susan.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Keep talking
So that's
about
why
it. All right.
It had 48 hours to create the story.
I am
How
in.
many words?
Flash fiction, so basically anything under 15.
1,000?
Right? Yeah, around 1,000.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
All right. So the name of this is definitely not a mass appeal piece because it's kind of geeky and nerdy at times.
Never play to the gallery.
Never play to the masses, right? So the name of it is Tacos on Infinite Earths, and this is the story. I told you, my girlfriend Jennifer says we entered the convention hall. I know, but seriously? I replied, gesturing to the intermingling crowd in front of us. Jennifer looked amazing in her hot girl outfit. Even more than how good she looked was how unique her appearance was. There were dozens of Wonder and Catwomans, several Super and Batgirls, and more than a handful of Stargirls. But she was potentially the only hot girl at the convention. I myself was rather proud of my handmade original Flash costume, mirroring the superhero's look from his original Flash #1 comic book, right down to the lightning bolts on the jeans, which only lasted a few issues. And although Jennifer had warned me that there would probably be, quote, a lot of Flash costumes at the convention, given the characters' appearances on both the big and small screen recently, it appeared that possibly every single male attendee was dressed as some iteration of the Flash. I told you, she reiterated. I know. What did I say? You said there would probably be a fair number of Flash costumes. A lot, she cut me off. I said there would be a lot of Flash costumes at the convention because of all the movie and TV appearances recently. I think you had said because of his appearances on both the big and small screens recently. What? Not movie and TV appearances. You said, are you serious right now? What difference does that make? No, you're right, it doesn't. God, I don't see a single Batman. I tried changing the topic slightly. And what did you say? When I said there was going to be a lot of Flash costumes, what did you say? I said I had to go as Flash if you were going as Stargirl. Why was that again? Because Hawkgirl made her first appearance in the same comic book as the Flash, I said somewhat dejectedly. Exactly. I said, babe, most people aren't going to connect that you are dressing as the Flash just because I am Hawkgirl. Most people don't even know when Hawkgirl first appeared. And you said they will make the connection. Excuse me, sir. She stopped another Flash, who appeared to be wearing the more stereotypical early Barry Allen outfit and wasn't nearly as detailed as mine. Hey, great outfit, he said, complimenting Jennifer. Thanks. So, hey, do you know when Hawkgirl first appeared? The curiosity in her voice sounded amazingly sincere. I'm not sure. Probably Hawkman, #1. Perfect. Thank you so much. And she patted him on the back and began moving through the crowd with me again. You see? Well, sure, but did you see his outfit? He didn't even have the lightning bolt trimmings around the gloves, I said incredulously. Honey, that's my point. She stopped, putting her hands on my shoulders to turn me so we were facing each other. Not everyone is as much of a geek as you are, and I love you for it. I love you for it. She spoke rapidly to reassure me and prevent me from interrupting. But we don't need to let what comic book the character first appeared in dictate who we each go as to these sorts of things. Yeah, I get you. I'll listen to you next time. But you have to admit, it's kind of weird, right? I mean, do you see a single Superman, Batman, Aquaman? Well, Jason Momoa kind of killed Aquaman for everyone else. I mean, who's going to cosplay him after that guy? Fair enough, I admit it. But still, do you see any dudes dressed as anyone other than Flash? You know, now that I'm looking, Jennifer scanned the convention hall, I think you're right. I don't even see any other male characters. I mean, usually you have a couple of bald guys doing the Lex Luthor thing, and there are always a bunch of jokers running around. That's it, I exclaimed, looking at her excitedly. Villains. We have to find George. George? My buddy, George King. You know him, the big guy. He's like 6'4", way over 300 pounds. You're losing me here, champ, she smiled, encouraging me to continue. George said he was going to the convention today, as Solomon Grundy. If we can find him, a guy dressed as anybody other than the Flash, then we can rule out the possibility that we are living in some sort of multiverse crisis crossover. Jennifer blinked a few times. So, that's a real possibility in your world? Let's go. I slapped her on the shoulder and went running off toward the food court. Moments later, we were roaming through the area that had been designated for food and refreshments. George had a long-standing strategy of mapping out the areas, providing sustenance at the start of any convention. So I knew he would be somewhere in this area. Hey guys, over here. Jennifer and I both turned, and there was George, sitting on a partially roped off area that contained a huge lazy Susan filled with an astounding array of taco toppings, beneath a sign that read Space-Time Tacos. He was simultaneously finishing off a taco with one hand while building a second one with his other hand. He had a huge smile on his face. And he was dressed as the Flash. What the hell, dude? What the hell, dude? I said as we approached him. What the hell what? He said, looking genuinely confused. You said you were coming as Solomon Grundy. Oh, he said, finishing up the taco and waving me off with his now empty hand. Yeah, but then I figured what with all of the appearances on the big and small screen recently, it would be cool to come as the Flash. You mean you came as the Flash because you figured everybody else was coming as the Flash? I said, becoming seriously concerned. Yeah, he said nonchalantly, focusing his attention on building the next taco. I turned and spoke to Jennifer as calmly and rationally as I could. It's a multiverse crisis. Or she spoke as if she was talking to someone off of a ledge. A bunch of people who don't necessarily mesh well with normal society and wanted to fit in for an afternoon decided to wear an outfit that they thought might be pretty popular that would not make them stand out. I nodded thoughtfully for a few moments. Okay, I'm glad we agree. Multiverse crisis. To the Hall of Justice. Where's he off to? Where's he off to? I heard George ask behind me as I turned to run from the convention center. Back to his house, Jennifer answered him. He needs to change into his Arthur Curry outfit. That's the end.
And
funny.
Arthur Curry.
Arthur Curry is
Arthur Curry's the cover identity for Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yeah, when he's
Gotcha.
not Aquaman, when he's walking around in general public, he's Arthur Curry.
Right, he's Arthur Treacher.
Yeah. Yeah, Arthur Curry.
Yeah, the punchline at the end definitely took it to a new level of deep
Geekdom.
nerddom. You know,
Yeah,
geekdom,
Dave. So far, Dave is the only one who really got it and laughed. He was like, "Oh,
Love.
that's perfect."
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a
he's
fun
the-
story.
Nice.
It's a comedy.
Yeah,
It is a comic book convention.
Right. Yeah.
What was the first thing again? It was something comic book convention and Taco Susan.
Humor. This had to be a humor.
Oh,
That's
comic.
it.
That was the three things.
Yeah.
Those are the three things.
Yeah, humor.
Gotcha. Yeah, he nailed it.
It'd be cool to send that to Jason Evans.
Jason
I wonder
Momoa.
if he would get it. And Jason Momoa. See if they'd get it.
Oh, he would. Jason Momoa.
I would hope so.
Jason
Sure.
Momoa. Jason Evans, JFX, for all you people out there on the gram. He does amazing cosplay
Really
costumes.
amazing
And
costume.
Oh,
looks
really cool.
ridiculously like the Superman and the same Superman that plays the Witcher. So he does great Witcher as well. now.
Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill.
There you go. That guy, Adrian Balboa.
Adrian Balboa.
Hmm. Well,
You
guys,
can't
I think I'm
win.
gonna be wrapping it up here.
Yeah,
I'm
it's time.
a little sleepy.
great.
I'm gonna get a good night's rest.
Real hungover.
I had a rough
I'm gonna-
day. Yeah, it was
Gonna
just
shit
a bad-
myself to sleep.
I shit myself right to sleep.
Nah, that was yesterday.
I dehydrated myself and then replaced it with alcohol.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
happened.
Oh man.
It's
Yep. That was
like having
that was a
dysentery and then
mistake,
drinking the salt water.
Right? So
pretty much. Mhm. But I love you guys. I'm glad that you guys are still in the same verse.
reality. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were all in the same
our verse.
universe.
Instead of the Arthur Treacher
Universe. We're in several
Universe.
multiverses together.
Yeah.
I just rewatched the Dungeons and Dragons movie the other day. That's a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Dragons movie, yeah, that.
The kids rewatched it
Yeah.
a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
The fucking shout out to the cartoon is fantastic. You know,
I was looking for the voice, but that's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Oh yeah, they would have some kind of. If someone would have spoke, that would have been great. But just
Oh man, I know they're just
The
all in a
character.
cage.
Just looking at him, it's beautiful.
They're just all captive in a
Yeah.
cage. Yeah. It's
great.
We're in a lap in a maze.
Well, everybody, much love. Thank you for coming back to the big room, where you are now a better person. Not like last week, because last week you were a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's one thing that we're able to do for humanity, and well, the one thing that humanity needs more than anything else.
I'm scarred for life, but I'm set for life, and I'm set for life, but I'm scarred for life, and I'm coming at you. I'm fucking crazy. I'm fucking psycho, fucking insane.
That's the fucking chorus right there.
You nailed it,
That is
dude.
good.
You nailed it. You nailed it, and you visually transformed into fucking Joe Rogan. There,
You
dude.
did.
You fucking,
Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah. okay.
yeah, you did. You visually transformed
That's
yourself into Joe Rogan. It was amazing.
Big room. You're watching the big